Hello, how are you doing? You know what? I didn't want to talk about this Charlie Kirk, but boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy. Yeah, I've been listening to several people. It's called Hedges, I think. Max Blumenthal, Tucker Carlson. So several people, some German people. And again, it doesn't make sense. But it's the same thing over and over again, right? False flag. Just talked to my son. He says, "You're always thinking about conspiracy." It's like, wow, why would you not? The government is lying so much. Why would you not? Every time something happens, you have to think about, okay, who really did it? I mean, for years now, right? How far do you want to go back to JFK's assassination? How many years have they kept what really happened then quiet? Even lately, they released a lot of documentations, and still they are not really interested in investigating it. No, it's still closed. But I think at this point, people should know that it was not this lonely gunman, right? I mean, anytime something happens, we should really know a flag is going up, right? There's something wrong here. I mean, the first thing, when 9/11 happened, that was really the first big thing. And I looked at it and I knew from the beginning there was something not right. I mean, come on, I'm not an expert in demolition. I'm not an expert in demolition. I'm not an expert. I'm not an engineer. And I'm looking at this building and I'm thinking, no, that just the way it came down is just not, that's not normal. It's not normal. Why do I know it? And an expert, like a demolition expert or an engineer doesn't know it. Why does it take 21 years to finally get some evidence together? Yeah, there's people that, of course, were suspicious from the beginning and investigated. They didn't give up. But why does it take 21 years for regular people now to wake up? And what are other things that we know are suspicious? Because there are red flags. Red flags or false flags, they're false flags because we are told that something or whatever caused this event was caused by somebody else, by the wrong person. We can do the same thing going back to Trump's assassination. Was it really the lonely gunman or was it somebody else? But hey, we stop all the investigation and move on and say, oh yeah, that's the way it was. Forget about it. Okay. So now we have another assassination, and we're supposed to believe it was, again, a lonely gunman that changed his clothes, right, several times until he finally ended up on top of this roof. And then he climbed down, or suppose they say that he climbed down. Where was the rifle? Oh, he disassembled it and put it in the backpack. And then he reassembled it. People, and then we do see, okay, then there's an expert that shows us how to disassemble this rifle and how long it will take. And how to reassemble it. And it all doesn't make sense. And we're supposed to believe it. Okay, I mean, you guys can be like my son, who is, who cares, right? do that. Oh, you're always thinking about conspiracy. Well, people, if we're not waking up and seeing really behind everything that there's something wrong, well, I shouldn't say everything, but many things, especially something like this, okay, then come on, people. You deserve another pandemic. Sorry if I have to say that. Because you're not waking up, because the pandemic was the same thing. That really affected people. Yeah, I think we need to wake up. We need to really question everything. Why shouldn't we? Or should we just go along with whatever the government says, their little sinister stuff, their sinister plans, right? And go along with it. Should we just do it? Well, you know, how long will it take before we cannot question things any longer? Is that maybe part of this whole plan that they're putting in place right now? Okay? Censoring our speech. Is that going towards that end? Oh, it's these, lefties, left wing. This guy that killed him. And the guy has not confessed yet. There's no confession yet. Oh, he turned himself in. No, he didn't turn himself in. I think his parents turned him in. Why would he turn him in? I have no idea. I have no idea. Families even do pretty evil things. Yeah, and then not only that, I mean, again, I looked at a lot of videos of looking at the shot and what the shot could cause, and was it really the shot that came from the front? Was it actually the wound, the exit shot that caused the wound in the front? Various things. Why should we just believe anything somebody says? No, we want the truth, don't we? Well, who could have maybe a reason to kill him? Well, what kind of enemies did he have? Oh yeah, the lefties, right? They were his enemies because he was debating them, questioning them. That's the enemies, right? Oh well, did he have more enemies? Well, and then people are saying, well, how about Israel? And I'm not talking about Israel, the people, Jewish people. I'm talking about the Israeli government. Could he have problems with the Israeli government? Why? Because he was a very strong supporter of Israel, and in the past even of the Israeli government. He is a Zionist, Christian Zionist. He got a lot of money from Jewish supporters. Now, why would he get money from Jewish supporters? I mean, millions. Because he was supposed to push this Israel support amongst young people. He was not only a conservative Christian and try to get young college students to join not only the conservative church, but also the Republican Party. That was his goal. And that included, of course, the Israel support. However, and we know that for a fact, I have listened to him, Charlie started to question what the Israeli government is doing. He started to question what happens in Gaza. He started to question what happened in Iran. He started to question Epstein, and was talking about possible connection of Epstein and Israel, Mossad, maybe. So he started to question Israel. His support was not as strong. So is that making an enemy? Yes, he does. And his donors didn't want to give him any more money. He lost money because he would not continue to preach what the donors wanted him to preach, or support what the donors wanted him to support. So yeah, there could be an enemy, and unfortunately we know that Israel, you know what, they don't respect Goy or Gentiles. We Gentiles, all Gentiles, it doesn't matter if we are Palestinians, Arabs, whatever, it has nothing to do, okay? Israel does not respect non-Jews. Pagans, or they call them pagans, but it's really the Gentiles. Non-Jews. Goyim. They can do anything with them what they want. No respect. They don't have to respect them. We know that. That's in the Talmud. That's because the Jews follow Talmud. So, yeah, if they don't want you anymore because you're not supporting their goal anymore, hey, they can just kill you. That's how easy it is. Seriously. So was he used? Would this assassination be used, to get rid of not only Charlie Kirk, but also to scare other people that stop supporting Israel? Did you ever hear about this thing about those who support or bless Israel or support Israel, whatever, they are blessed? Yeah, they make sure that you're not blessed when you don't support them. They make sure. The blessing is going to stop. Yeah. So that is all extremely strange. But what is even stranger, people, is what happened, what the government so far has done with this whole thing. I mean, they blew it up. They blew it up big time. His memorial, I think it was on Sunday. Man, it was a tremendous event. And his death was just used, as a rally. That's all I can say. Not something peaceful or, memorial kind of. No, it was like a huge rally. And worst of all, they had his widow talk. I was surprised she already talked before. I mean, should she not be in shock and mourning? And here she is talking in front of people. Oh yeah, she acted very nice. Oh, how sad she was. And, she had a breakdown. And she did say all the wonderful things about Christian. And we should be following the Lord. And, oh my goodness, yes. And do you know what? I am sorry. Then she showed this devil sign. Is that normal? I don't even know what is the devil sign again. Something with the hand, whatever. What is, I don't remember what it is. But she showed the devil sign. Is that something normal now? I talk about Christian stuff on this side. Oh yeah, and he's with the Lord and he's in paradise and all this wonderful stuff, which unfortunately people fell for, including Candace Owen. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to Candace Owen all of a sudden. Did she really think that, everything is okay now? The one who speaks against Israel, does she really think that Erica doesn't know anything? What's going on? I don't know. But Erica was so wonderful, even according to Candace Owens. No, I didn't think she was. For me, she came across fake, and I'm sorry, could have been I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. And I didn't listen to her because I think I listened to her for 2 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever. And I'm thinking, no, that I cannot listen. I cannot listen to that. Sorry. That is so fake, so fake. And yet, how many people will follow that group of people? Again, how many people will go? And she called people to go to church, right? And go to Sunday, to go to church on Sundays. And I even heard some Seventh-day Adventist, look at this. This is going to lead to this Sunday law or whatever. It's all nonsense too, right? It's all nonsense. But Zionist Christians have been going to church on Sundays forever. Forever. The Protestant church has been going to church. It's like, no, it doesn't lead to the Sunday law. We've been going to, the church on Sunday forever. And I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. This is another topic, really. If you want to know about it, please let me know. But yeah, it was an absolute circus. The same circus that they did during the election. Same circus. Unbelievable. They used this event again for what? For propaganda. Even his death, they used for propaganda. He couldn't even die in peace. Sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. And for me, that was unbelievable because he is not that great of a person. I didn't know him before his death. And now look what they're doing. They're just like he's what? Hero, whatever. I mean, come on, really? Really? I'm not saying anything. I mean, he may have been, of course, helping Trump to win for sure. But yeah, people, I wanted to do this video. Please, again, wake up and listen to people. I will put a video on the bottom. And I put it actually on my last video. I don't know if you have watched it, because I wanted you to at least start some of the research on this and listen to what do you call them, non-mainstream people. The video I put under my last video was called Israel's Pressure Campaign Against Charlie Kirk by Max Blumenthal. And again, Tucker Carlson also made a video on that topic. And that was the Max Blumenthal one was under Chris hedges. A lot of information coming out that, make a connection to Israel again. And again, 9/11. What did they have? Connection to Israel. How about JFK? Connection maybe to Israel? Who knows? But it's all really strange. And maybe it is because people are starting to question Israel. And I'm not saying question the Jews. Because even the Jews in Israel, the Israeli people, maybe many, 1/3 at least, are questioning what the Israeli government is doing. And I have said many times, the people of Israel, Israelis are being used. They're being used. And shouldn't they question what's going on with their government? Why are they pushing a greater Israel? Why can they not be satisfied with what they got? Who is behind, who's really behind this push of greater Israel? Or you can say the Zionists, but really is it the Zionists? Or are the Zionists really a group, movement that is being used to push a different agenda? The agenda of controlling the Middle East. And Israelis are only being used because they have been conditioned all their lives to be haughty and think that they are better and that they deserve this country, and they were taught lies for 2,000 years about Israel and who they are and who God is. Yeah, for 2,000 years they've been lied to. They've been systematically programmed to become these puppets. And it is true. I have always said, and for the longest time, I said, if you're a Jew, don't go back to Israel because you're going to be a sitting duck. But it's not just a sitting duck, but you're being used, your kids are being used. For what they say is cannon fodder? Cannon fodder? Cannon food? Because they're used to kill other people. They're used to be killed. And people, I have to bring these things up because there's going to be a time here soon when I will not be able to say this anymore. There will be a time when we cannot speak anymore about these things. And I don't know if Candace Owen is now all of a sudden, turning a point. Oh, I'm not going to, I don't know, I will see what she is saying. She's saying, we want the true killer of, of Charlie Kirk. But, yeah. I want to see how she reacts, or if she backpedals and keeps her mouth shut just so she can keep, having her, ministry, her YouTube channel. We'll see. Are they all going to backpedal now? Because they're all going to be afraid that somebody's going to kill them? Or that they're going to be censored or whatever. I don't know. Well, how does that have to do with the end times? Today is actually the first day of the Feast of Trumpets, 22nd. How does this all connect? Well, definitely is keeping people busy, right? Nobody's going to think about, oh, Feast of Trumpets, oh, rapture's going to happen. There's plenty of people that are writing, oh no, this is not going to be the day. I had a whole bunch. And then there's, oh, this guy that started it, this is this Jonathan guy, right? I think I mentioned him. He's quoting the Bible wrong anyways. I don't know, are they already just preparing that after tomorrow and the rapture didn't happen? So there's going to be lots of people that are going to say, well, I told you so. You shouldn't be listening to these crazy people that tell you when the rapture is coming. Yeah. Will we have less people listening to us next year when we're saying, oh, you know what? This year could be the time. Could be. Oh, people are not going to listen next year. That's for sure. Will it happen this year? I don't know. Okay? Anybody who tells you, yes, it is this year, number one, the calculations that they made is wrong anyways. Wrong calculation. I don't care. It's not, it's ridiculous. It's not Jesus' death and add 2,000 years and then take away 7 years of this fake tribulation time. That's not, it doesn't work that way. Okay? That is not it. And that's what they said it is. That's exactly the calculations they took. Took away 7 years for the Great Tribulation. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. Right? I can say where it is. Christ's death and 2,000 years. Okay, that comes closer, but then they didn't calculate in the 3.5 years to finish the 70 years of Daniel. And they had to do that. Nothing in the 70 years of Daniel says that there is a gap. Oh yeah, after so many years, and the last half of the week will be fulfilled. It doesn't say that. He does not say that. No, because he says it ends with the destruction of the temple. The whole thing will end with the destruction of the temple, which already happened, so the 70 years are over too. But I just wanted to add that, people. Just want to remind you today is the Feast of Trumpets, and yeah, we are actually hopefully prepared. Not that he is going to come today or tomorrow. I'm not saying that, but we need to dress rehearsal. Dress rehearsal. We need to be prepared all the time. I'm coming to the end, people. Do not let yourself be deceived. This is a really, really big deception again. Very big deception. And I believe Satan again is using it to see and gauge how many people are just totally being able to be bamboozled. That's what it is. That's what it is. Well, hopefully we're not being censored again, because we are using whatever, okay? We're doing whatever. I don't know. But anyways, people, wake up. Wake up. I know my videos are not going out there, and I don't even need to say it. But, I'm just seeing right now, I don't think, is it, I need some more subscribers, not too many more subscribers to have 3,000 subscribers. Maybe eventually I'll get 3,000 subscribers. That would be good. It'd be good to have reached that many people. even though many fall away. I know I hear once in a while that new people are finding my videos. Thank you so much for commenting if you are new. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am very, very thankful for people to comment. Please comment. I'm coming to an end. Let the Holy Spirit always guide you.